Welcome from the home of the New York Mets, Citi Field in Queens. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Cleveland Guardians going up against the New York Mets. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And we got a rubber match on our hands today, partner.
Yeah, the final game of a 3-game set. They've split the first two, and regardless of how important a series is within the larger picture of the season, it's a game you want to get up for. Every series win feels good, so we should see a fun matchup in this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. All right, just about set to go. And on the hill in this one, Justin Verlander. And as usual with him singing, I think we can expect plenty of strikeouts.
Yeah, Boogie's racked up over 3,000 strikeouts in his career, so expect to see more of the same in this one.
All right, ready to get underway. Stepping up for the Guardians, Steven Kwan. And there's a base hit to left.
He's been swinging it really well lately.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And now it's Ahmed Rosario. 3 for 9 of the series coming in. First offering misses the mark.
Yeah, when you get to the big leagues, you think about, filling up the back of your bubblegum card. This guy needs a couple of them to put all the accomplishments.
Here comes a pitch. Goes down looking.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Verlander moved to first, and he's back in safely. Well, Jose Ramirez had a sensational 2018 season. He became just the 8th player ever to have a season with 30 doubles, 30 homers, 30 steals, and walking more than he struck out. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
And now it's Josh Naylor. 2 for 9 so far in the series. And that's in there for strike 1.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in. In the at-bat, if he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Checks his swing. Now an appeal to third. Yes, he did. Down he goes on strikes. Here's Andres Jimenez. In there, and it's 0-1. Left-hand hitter waits. And that one is lifted in the air. Pham has this one sized up. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Guardians strand a couple. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Welcome back. And today's starting pitcher, Shane Bieber.
A really good outing for him last time. Scattered 2 runs, was attacking hitters, getting ahead in the count. Great performance. We'll see if he can do it again in this one.
Bottom of the first. Here's Brandon Nimmo.
For the Mets, the center fielder, Brandon.
Kicks and fires. In the air, center field. Puts it away for the out. Here's a Mets lineup now. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These guys have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but They've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
There's a swing and a drive. Brennan raging back towards the wall. And gone! The Rockets one to right. It's his 8th home run of the year. It's 1-0.
Pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Jeff McNeil stands in, one of the stars in the win yesterday, as he had 3 hits. Check swing went around. It's 0-1. Righty delivers. Bounce to third. Ramirez sends it to first, and he's out.
Batting fourth. The first baseman, Pete Alonso.
2 outs, base is empty. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. 4 for 8 in the series so far. Righty to the plate. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. Back here in Queens, second inning set to go. Now Gabriel Arias. The wide to kick the pitch. Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. So a man on base to start the inning.
Batting 7, the right fielder, Will.
And now Will Brennan. That one's in there, 0-1.
0-1.
Pushing the calls too much, so that's a good thing in this day and age.
Got him! And that's the first out.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Miles Straw digs in for the Guardians. Check swing, and he held up. Verlander, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, and he works in a changeup. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The 2-2. Popped up. McNeil makes the catch. 2 away.
Batting 9, the catcher, number 35, Cam Gallagher.
There's Cam Gallagher. There. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Guardians lead 1. They trail here 1-0. Back here at the ballpark, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for New York, Brett Beatty.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to...
Here's your 1. Line drive, caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Here's Mark Canha with 3 hits so far in the series, and he's knocked in 3 runs as well. The wind of the pitch. And that one hammered. That's back there. Onto the warning track, and he hauls it in.
Batting seventh, the designated hitter.
That was a great run to make the catch, Singy. We got to take another look at it with StatCast.
Yeah, he saw it perfectly off the bat. Reactions were excellent. Took a very direct route to the ball, and more than 100 feet later, he ran it down. I just love seeing it.
And now it's Mark Vientos. Had the day off yesterday. That's off the mark. 1-0. And that one in the air center field. Straw makes the catch. And that is that. Nothing doing for the Mets. But they're on top 1-0. New inning getting started at the plate. Stephen Kwan. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers.
If he's doing damage now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the...
Diving, makes the grab.
That diving catch right there is the kind of play that just fires up the team, whether it's to make more great defensive plays or to get back in the dugout and swing the sticks.
Ahmed Rosario, the next to hit, went down on strikes his first time through. And that's in there for strike one.
Oh, 2 is the count.
Swing and a miss. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. He's got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Here's Jose Ramirez. That's in there. Strike one. You know, Singy, Jose Ramirez signed that big extension, a 5-year, $124 million contract before the 2022 season. But right before that happened, the Guardians came this close to trading him. Into center. That's down. One hops off the wall. And into second easily with a 2-out double.
He was all over that one. Put a really beautiful swing on that pitch right there. Just didn't quite have the combination of launch angle and exit velocity to drive it over the wall. But when you can beat a center fielder like that, you know you hit it well.
So man aboard, Josh Naylor getting ready to hit.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And there's the strike.
And the strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on.
The next offering misses, and it's 3-2. Andres Jimenez next to bat for Cleveland. Runner at second, 2 down. Up the middle, and that one handled, and he beats it with room to spare.
Not every base hit is a liner into the gap, just like not every strikeout's a perfect slider down and away. I mean, right there, he just put the ball in play on the ground and gave it his all to get down to first for the knock.
And up next for Cleveland, Andres Jimenez. In there for strike one.
How you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Slowly on the ground to short. Lindor. They get the force. That's the 3rd out. Guardians strand a couple, and it remains 1-0. Back here at Citi Field, here's Tommy Pham. The 0-1. To third, Ramirez. Tosses to first. 1 gone, bottom of the 3rd inning.
Batting 9, the catcher, Francisco.
And here's the rookie catcher, Francisco Alvarez. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. That one hit to right. Flashes the leather on the run and catch. 2 down.
The center fielder, number 9. Brandon.
So the lineup flips over. Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. Flied out to center in his first at bat. And he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in the state of Wyoming. The pitch. Taps softly to the right side. Over to first. And that is that. Nothing across here this half. On to inning number 4. It's the Mets 1 and the Guardians nothing. And welcome back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Gabriel Arias.
Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Got him looking. Fastball to letters, froze him for strike 3. So digging in, Will Brennan. Struck out swinging his first time. In the air on the infield. And there's 2 away.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
So up next, Miles Straw. He's 0 for 1. We talk about guys with good speed. And the right-hander deals. Got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. The Guardians go down in order. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Ready to go, bottom 4. And stepping in for New York, Francisco Lindor. And the pitch. And that one wrapped foul. Singy, where are you on F1 racing? Are you a fan?
Haven't gotten there yet, but I will at some point.
Francisco Lindor, a big fan of F1 racing. His favorite driver is Lewis Hamilton. The 1-2. Swing and a ball popped up. And that one gets down, fair ball.
The batter, number 1, second baseman.
And now here's Jeff McNeil. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Ball 1, no strikes.
Count 1-0.
And he deals. And that'll fall for a base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
With the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and in the outfield, there really aren't a lot of base hits on balls hit like that. But there's always a little room back behind the first and second baseman to drop a lawn dart in there, and he found a way.
Alonso, the next to hit, takes ball 1. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. He's 0 for 1. The 2-2 now. To short, could be 2. Glove flip for 1. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killer.
It's always great when you can add a run, but in this situation with the bases loaded, double play is kind of a rally killer.
Now it's the right fielder, Mark Canha. 0 for 1 so far. In there at the knees for a strike. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's 3-zip.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
And now the DH, Mark Vientos. That one's in there. Strike one. Popped up. That is the inning. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We played 4. It's the Mets 3 and the Guardians nothing. We go to the top of the 5th, and now the catcher comes up to him. Cam Gallagher.
Seeing it very well as a group.
Line the other way. That's a fair ball and down the right field line and towards that corner, and the leadoff man aboard.
Well, he's been working out of the stretch just about the entire game, Boog. A lot of base runners on against him, and he's just done a really nice job of scattering the hits, not giving up any runs. But at some point, your luck usually runs out.
So the Guardians lineup turns over. Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan.
And remember, he was absolutely robbed of a base hit last time up.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Baden hauls it in, and there's one away.
The batter, number 1, designated hitter, Rosario.
Now at the plate, Ahmed Rosario, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Fastball.
Towards first, and it's through for a hit. They get it in quickly, so first and second now 1 out.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. That one's in there, 0-1. And the righty deals. Bounce to the right side. Good feed. That's one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Well, that's great hustle out of the box to get down the line, knowing that a double play will end the inning. Good job at the finish, reaching out for the bag. Now they got runners on the corners and still an opportunity to pick up some runs.
Here's Josh Naylor, 1 for 2. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
That pitch, and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch you'll see.
Brings it in, and that's the inning. 2 left on. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Mets 3 and the Guardians nothing. Welcome back. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And stepping in for New York, Tommy Pham. Here's the 0-2. Popped up. Jimenez under it. And out number 1 on the grab.
The catcher, number 4, Francisco Alvarez.
Francisco Alvarez now at the plate. 0 for 1. He flied out to right in his first trip. Kicks and fires. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Here's the Mets leadoff man, Brandon Nimmo.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
On the ground, right side. Toss to Naylor, and that is that. Offense held in check there. 5 innings complete. It's the Mets 3 and the Guardians nothing. Back here at the ballpark, and stepping in is the speedy Andres Jimenez. Jimenez in his 3rd season.
The leadoff wall.
Got him. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. And the batter will be the shortstop, Gabriel Arias. Ground ball up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. He doesn't have a throw, and they don't get an out on the play.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
1 down. So in now for Cleveland, Will Brennan. That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Lead runner makes the turn at second. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that. Now let's see if they can string something together and make it a little more interesting.
1 away, runners at first and third. Stepping up for the Guardians, Miles Straw. That misses, and it's 1-0. The pitch. Swing and a pop-up. McNeil makes the grab. 2 down.
Now batting, catcher,
Cam Gallagher digs in for the Guardians.
Really good piece of hitting last time, going to the opposite field.
Righty to the plate. The punch out there, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time today. So they strand a pair. 2, 3, 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Mets 3 and the Guardians nothing. So Cleveland brings on a new reliever, Curry. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Cleveland, number 44.
Now up to hit, Francisco Lindor. He's already homered here in this one.
Francisco Lindor.
And here it comes. Strike 1. Francisco Lindor, a guy who's won multiple Gold Gloves and a Platinum Glove, multiple All-Star appearances. Mr. Smile, what do you think of when you contemplate the player Francisco Lindor?
Just a special talent, both sides of the ball, both sides of the plate, equally a force. And one thing about Francisco Lindor, you talk about that smile, he's also got some good sense. If I'm a catcher, love it when he comes to the plate because he's got all kinds of different colognes that he wears and sometimes mixes them.
One ball.
And that one almost got him.
If he's walked.
Right-handed reliever. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Jeff McNeil up now for the Mets. McNeil swinging it much better this season in away games than here at home. And he's been touching home plate quite a bit lately, scoring 8 runs over the last 10 games. Popped in the air, left side, and there's one down.
The batter, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Here's Pete Alonso. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Curry goes 5 feet 11 inches, 190 pounds, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2019. And that's ball 4.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the 2nd time he's taken ball 4.
And next for the Mets, Brett Beatty. Hit well, right field, way back, and gone. He sends it out of here. Home run number 5 on the season. It's 6-0.
Working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Trevor Stephan.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
So digging in, Mark Canha. And a swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Got him swinging.
First strikeout for him in this one, and that splitter is maybe the go-to pitch when he's looking for a swing and miss like that. He throws it quite a bit, and that's a good example of the effect it can have on a hitter.
Oh, look at the stop. Throw to first, and the inning is over. Mets get 3 on this homer. It's now a 6-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Queens, here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan.
The left fielder, Stephen Kwan.
And a pitch. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, he's been working out of the stretch just about the entire game, Boog. A lot of base runners on against him, and he's just done a really nice job of scattering the hits, not giving up any runs. But at some point, your luck usually runs out.
Now the number 2 hitter, Ahmed Rosario, 1 for 3. And takes low for ball 1.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and heart of the order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Out to center. Nimmo has it sized up. Hauls it in for the out.
Now back, the third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Jose Ramirez digs in for the Guardians. Ball one, no strikes. Kwan stands at first with one out. That's towards center. Nimmo has it sized up and puts the squeeze on that. And there's two down.
The first baseman, number 22, Josh Naylor.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Josh Naylor. Payoff pitch. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Just missed his spot on the inside right there.
Up next for Cleveland, the second baseman, Andres.
So first and second with two outs. Next to hit, Andres Jimenez. Couple of base runners at first and second. Popped up. Makes the catch, inning over. Guardians strand a couple. Still up against a 6-0 deficit.
For the traditional seventh inning stretch.
Back here at Citi Field, bottom of the seventh, and here is Tommy Pham. And down on strikes he goes, and there's one down.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
And now Francisco Alvarez. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Strike zone. And a 4-pitch walk.
Definitely lost the handle during that sequence. 4 pitches for the walk, and that last one didn't even threaten the zone. Catcher might want to go talk to him.
And now Brandon Nimmo. Check swing, now an appeal to third, and that's going to be ruled a swing. Here's Francisco Lindor. He's already homered in this game.
Francisco Lindor.
The 2-1. In the air, right side. Brennan pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. Mets strand one. They lead it though 6-0. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Adam Ottavino.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
So in now for Cleveland, Gabriel Arias.
In the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Swing and a bouncer. One up, one down.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front. Rolled over it. Put it on the ground.
And now the right fielder, Will Brennan. Righty to the plate. He goes down looking.
Oh, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was.
9th pitch of the at-bat due next. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
2-2 now. Swings through it for the K. Pulled the string on the changeup.
I think the key is arm action on the changeup. When you can sell it like a fastball, you drop the velocity, you get the swing and miss, and you walk off the field.
And welcome back. Now it's the second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
The second baseman.
On a line, base hit.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And now it's going to be Pete Alonso.
Counts 1-0.
And there's ball 4.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but, you know, his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's going to have to buckle down right here.
So up next, Brett Beatty. That's out to center field. Straw right there to make the grab. Runner tags up for third, and he moves up 90 feet. Runners at the corners now. One away. Pitching change here. James Karinchak.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Mark Canha digs in now. In the air out to center. Arias sizes this one up. Nice grab on the run. That's out number 2.
Now, that's a tough play for the infielder ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. Lifted in the air, right field. Brennan moving under it. He's got it. And that is out number 3. 2 left for the Mets, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Dominic Leone. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan.
He was the big part of the field last time. Nice liner to center.
The pitch. Swing and a ball popped up. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Ahmed Rosario, the next to hit. Out to short, Lindor. Fires across the diamond, and the Guardians with 1 out left.
The batter, the third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
So they're down to their final out. And up next for Cleveland, Jose Ramirez. Now a screamer into the outfield. And that's a base hit. And that's going to roll to the wall. Around second now, going for 3. Safe at third with a triple, his 3rd hit of the day.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Even though center fielders are amazing at tracking down balls these days, there's still a lot of room out there, and it's a big field. So if you hammer one to center like that, there's a decent chance you're picking up extra bases.
Josh Naylor digs in for the Guardians. In for a strike. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
That to right. Canna on the move. He puts it away, and that'll do it. The Mets with the rubber match of this 3-game series.
Well, these guys just want to keep it rolling right now. You win this series, you got another team coming in, and you want to do exactly the same. Maybe even push it a little further. Get yourself a sweep. You know the fans are going to be behind this club. They've been playing really well, and these guys, you can tell they feel the energy these fans bring to the ballpark.
6-0 is how this one ends.